The forces of nature are something that you and me can never control, and that's what makes it so interesting, isn't it? Park Hyun Kyung, one of my favorites. She you do, of course, tend to can achieve. Park Hyun Kyung, as she tees off for hole number 8, she's carrying an even score on the event. So all said and done, it looks to be an interesting. Probably getting acclimatized, but more importantly, also getting, well, just about familiar with conditions. And Park Hyun Kyung not too happy about it with that design. Very, very funky, actually. I do like the colors. It's kind of a lilac. While Park Hyun Kyung looks bright as ever in her yellow. She's on to a second stroke for hole 8. She'll employ a 6 iron for this. Just a little bit too much of club on that. I think she would have wanted it to land a bit closer to the flagstick, but she's got herself off the rough, and I think that should be pleased about that. I do remember, when we had it was the third, win on the KLPGA Tour over a period of time. Park Hyun Kyung tees off for hole 9, and she's had a win as well this year. She won the E1 Charity Open on the 25th of May. Days when she really shines and she peaks. And surprisingly, the golfer, of course, who has yet to break here is Park Hyun Kyung. On to a second stroke for hole 9, 126 meters to cover. I think her choice will be a 9 iron. I do believe it's going to be interesting to see how well she goes through this approach shot. Next, it's going to be Park Hyun Kyung. Second stroke for hole number 10. You've got a good bit of music coming there as well. Park Hyun Kyung, she needs to uplift herself as well. She's been going through, well, the motions in today's event hasn't really got started. She's of course with Lee Dong-gyun. Lee Dong-gyun herself, known. Park Hyun Kyung will go next. It's hole number 10 that she's looking at. That's just going to trickle forward. I don't think she was expecting to, well, break new ground as such here. Park Hyun Kyung needs to finish this on par to keep that even score. It's hole number 10 that she's looking at. Park Hyun Kyung will go on next. And just another narrow miss here. And Park Hyun Kyung is back to her, well, happy self. Just kind of finding herself in that heat. With her notes. Park Hyun Kyung will now tee off for hole number 12. Hyun Kyung. Well, decent form here. She'll just sit on the border of the green. I don't think she'll complain too much about that. Well, that would have been a wonderful effort. I think just a bit too much of a push there from Park Hyun Kyung as she misses out, well, on an underscore. Park Hyun Kyung looking on par finish here for hole number 12. And on the final day, it'll be a packed house, especially if the weather holds up. Park Hyun Kyung will attempt a full stroke for hole 13. That's definitely going to be a bogey for her, of course. Said and done. Be interesting. I do believe that she will do well better what she's also doing. Park Hyun Kyung. Well, she did get herself into a bit of a rough spot, and she'll probably land up bogeying the 13th hole. She needs to keep herself strong to avoid a buzzard. And I think just a tad bit impulsive there, and that's been a bit of a worrier for her on hole 13. Just after the tee off, it wasn't the best for her, and Hyun Kyung. That'll be a buzzard for her. On hole 13, she goes up to a 3 over. Well, she had a very unblemished, out. So Hyun Kyung will tee off for hole 14 now. Rough spot. Meanwhile, Park Hyun Kyung needs to shake off, the worries of a buzzard previously. She's carrying a 3 over score. Her approach shot will matter here on hole number 14. Here we are back to Park Hyun Kyung. Well, her chances of nailing a birdie are the closest, but still she's got to conquer that slight slope that dips towards the right. Oh, well played. Well played here as Park Hyun Kyung just draws one back after a buzzard on hole 13, brings the score back down to a 2 over. Park Hyun Kyung gaining a good bit of ground as she tees off for hole 15, and I think she'll be fairly pleased with that effort. Park Hyun Kyung, second stroke for hole 15, 119 meters to cover. You can hear the strains of that music there. We've got a great DJ in house today. I can only imagine the music that he's going to rip out for that final round. Also keeps the golfers, some golfers actually do not like, music that is electronic. Oh, lovely placement there from Park Hyun Kyung. Absolutely wonderful placement from her. And I do know, it's Park Hyun Kyung next. I think just a tad bit impulsive on that. That did demand a bit of a turn there, and well, she'll have to keep an even score for this. Lee Ga-young will tee off for hole number 16. Now that's gaining a good bit of distance for her. It's a good bit of a whip behind that. And she does land herself onto the green. That's fairly well struck, I would say. Needs to cover a good bit of distance if she wants to get an underscore, but I do believe it'll be a challenge for her here. Hyun Kyung, third stroke for hole 16. That's absolutely marvelous from her. They've come in from a distance. A lovely birdie there on hole 16, and a bit of joy for her as she's down to 1 over now. You know, that buzzard was really the big problem from the in. Absolutely marvelous putt from Park Hyun Kyung. Behind actually Park Hyun Kyung, and then to her right you can see all the high structured buildings with the tall floors. Goes in with a 5 number 17 as she tees off. Here's Park Hyun Kyung, will aim for birdie on hole 17. And that's just slipped out gently. And Park Hyun Kyung will be a happy camper here as well. Having a quick joke there with the Hyun Kyung has gone up next, and she's just been going in leaps and bounds. Started off the day slow, and there we go, nice placement on the green. Don't know whether that'll earn her a birdie, but she's pretty much coming to the end of her day's event too. Very quickly, let me remind you, of course, that we are Park Hyun Kyung also aiming from eagle. Remember, it's from a different direction. She's just going to fall shy of that. To Park Hyun Kyung also to finish with a bird. Yes, Park Hyun Kyung. And she's finished with the birdie too. What a joy as our trio all fit there. What a fabulous way to finish this event. And Park Hyun Kyung, quick hug there.